Greetings, Guardians. It's Steven JM from DOD Battleborn with an Iron Wolves PVP tip for my clanmates. Choosing your engagement. That's something I've been thinking a lot about when playing with teammates, when trying to improve my game. Choosing the right engagements is so critical to success in PvP. Can't understate it enough. And what I mean by it is there's three basic kinds of engagements that I see in Destiny when playing PvP. Where you have the element of surprise or the advantage, where the enemy has the element of surprise or the advantage, and lastly, the heads-up battle, the face-to-face kind of one-on-one battles that happen in isolation. So if you have the element of surprise, it's pretty obvious. You come around a corner, you flank somebody, maybe they have no idea where you're at, and you can get the clean kill. Use your grenades, use your supers, use your snipers, whatever it takes. You're able to fire on a target that's not firing back at you, get it, take the win. You might even outman a guy and have like a 3-on-1 situation. Those are the best kinds of fights that you want to be in all the time. Now, the flip side of that is you're at the disadvantage where the enemy has the drop on you or outnumbers you. These are the times when you need to get away and learn that it's okay to move away from a situation because you're at a disadvantage. Good example, you come around a corner and a guy is hard scoping. Don't try and engage. Get away, tell your teammates, and try and find a way to re-engage at your advantage. Because if someone's hard scoping you, they've totally got the advantage, and the only thing you have on your side is to get away. And if you have multiple people chasing you, get behind cover. Don't stand there, out in the open. Use your grenades. Try and hide behind cover to try and effectively buy yourself time. Maybe you can get a teammate to help you clean up and get some kills. That would be a great way to prolong your life and increase your KD because you're playing smart and not letting somebody push you into a bad situation. Push them into a bad situation instead. So when someone is fighting you and you don't even know where they're coming from, this is probably one of the worst problems in the game. It's when someone's gotten you exposed around a space and you start taking damage and you don't even know where it's coming from. Use your visual acuity. There's a little red arrow that shows up when you're taking damage, and you can see where that damage is coming from. Use that to help decide, where am I going to disengage to? Am I trying to get to a space that is nearby, that I can get under cover? Run, slide, get away. Try and find a way to disengage from that, that person who has you and basically dead to rights. Because if you try and turn and fight them, you're going to lose because maybe they've already taken away half your health before you even realize where they are. And it happens a lot. It's not perfect, but it's one of those things where instead of trying to think that you can Rambo your way through something, it's better to really disengage and move on. Now, the last thing is when it's a heads-up fight. These are really tough sometimes because if you're landing your shot, if you're really feeling it and you're making the reticle dance on someone's head, then absolutely go for it. Try and take them out. But you have a split second at the beginning of each of these engagements to decide, am I winning this or am I losing this? And that's kind of how I look at it every time when it's one-on-one. If I'm winning that battle, my definition of that is I'm basically getting the first shot in and I'm consistently landing headshots. If I'm getting a lot of body shots, if I'm not landing my headshots, if I'm not moving enough and they're really, nailing me with whatever weapon, then you know what? I need to disengage. And you have a split second where maybe you feel like you're fighting toe-to-toe with someone, but you could be losing because maybe they're just a dead shot, or maybe they're just being lucky, who knows. But you've got to disengage on those battles where you're clearly losing and stay engaged in the battles when you're clearly winning. And you'll feel it, but pay attention. That's an interesting skill to really work on. If you think that you've got a good shot on somebody, if you think that you can basically get them, and you start finding that you are getting them, then you're winning your one-on-ones, and that's what you should be doing. You should be trying to win those battles as much as possible 1v1 because it's all about headshots and having the right weapon. So hopefully this tip helps a little bit. Hopefully you guys find it helpful and can get you to raise your KD a little bit over time. I'm Steven JM, and if you have any questions, reach out to me. Let's play. All right? See you in the Crucible.